Hi guys, Dr. Kevin Agarth here. This is Marriage Partners Ministry. Hey, I just wanted to talk with you guys today about a Facebook post that I saw and just wanted to make some comments on it because I think a lot of people have this same mistaken idea. And the comment went basically like this, that you just have to apply greater effort to your marriage. You just got to work harder, you just got to apply greater effort, and everything else will take care of itself. If you just keep working on it and you just keep chugging away, everything will be just fine. Now, you know, I certainly am I certainly agree that we should all apply lots of effort to our marriage. But here's the key distinction. You know, greater effort leads to greater frustration. You see, without having greater knowledge, and if you just want to apply greater effort, you're just going to get more and more frustrated. The more energy, the more effort you put into it, and things just don't quite turn out the way that you're hoping and that you're liking, frustration. And then when frustration comes, loss of hope, loss of motivation. So friends, the first step is to have greater knowledge. You know, here's one of the things I just really want to kind of stick with you. Most couples that are really having trouble in their marriage, what the deal is that they're having conflict and they're just not solving it in a way that sustains those intense emotions of romantic love. And when you handle conflict in that sort of a way, yeah, you're going to say, man, my marriage is not as good as it could be. And oftentimes it's not a matter of just more effort or more energy, but first gaining more knowledge. I want to introduce you to our marital negotiation course. It will teach you how to resolve your conflict, how to build compatibility. Now, a lot of people say, hey, you know, okay, so marital negotiation, so what you're telling me is that I should negotiate with my spouse better. Well, you know, I'm kind of a logical person. I can probably figure out how to negotiate and talk through things. I probably don't need a course to do that. And here's where a lot of people go wrong. It's very counterintuitive. So stick with me. Don't switch off the video. Just stick with me for a moment. The way that the human brain is wired, the way that we're just made, when we go to negotiate with somebody, it's what you call adversarial negotiation. What we're wanting to do is we're wanting to get, let's say we need something, we want something, and our spouse doesn't want us to have it. We want to convince them that we should do it. So it's adversarial in nature. And there's a saying that those who are adversaries in their heart are rarely lovers. So friends, think about the television shows, think about the movies, and you know, you've got two lawyers and they're in a courtroom. And are they really trying to come with a win-win outcome? Are they really trying to both mutually, you know, have a good deal and kind of meet in the middle and all that stuff? No, they're trying to kind of be one up. They're trying to be a little bit more clever. They're trying to be a little bit more persuasive because each side really wants to have the thing that they're wanting to have. And so they go about it in an adversarial sort of a way. Now remember, you can be adversaries without screaming, yelling, fight, you know, just all out fighting. And it still is going to feel very uncomfortable. It's going to feel like there's a loss of intimacy in terms of marriage. And so that style that just comes intuitive, just the way that the human brain is wired, just doesn't work. So when we try to negotiate on our own, we just figure I'm going to negotiate harder, I'm going to be more logical, I'm just going to try to be more persuasive to my spouse. That's the style that we end up bringing to it. And what happens is we create more trouble. You see, that style destroys romantic love. It doesn't build it, it doesn't sustain it, it destroys it. That's why it doesn't work. So if we try to go out on our own and just try to say to ourselves, well, I'm just going to be like an expert negotiator, it doesn't work. And so this course will really help you. You see, what we need to do, and again, think in terms of let's say you're just going to work harder. You're just going to work harder on your marriage. Well, there's two general veins that people go in. They work harder in terms of, well, I'll give my spouse their way more often. I'll just kind of give in. I'll just kind of, okay, wife, or okay, husband, we'll do what you want to do. Before I used to put up a little bit more of a fight, but I'm going to work harder, so I'll just let you have it your way. That doesn't work. It doesn't work. It'll lead to greater frustration. You see, when you just capitulate, when you just give in, resentment grows in your own heart. And right along with that, romantic love dies in your own heart. And then there's another style when people are just going to want to apply more effort. They're going to put more energy into it. And that's that they're going to try to get their way more often. Let's say you've been giving in an awful lot. You've been giving in to your spouse. You've been capitulating an awful lot. And you just don't feel very good about the relationship. You're going to put more energy into it. And now you're like, now I'm going to have my way a little bit more often. And so, I'm going to put a little more energy into making sure I get what I need out of this marriage. Next thing what you know is you're fighting. You're fighting. You're trying to take more. You're trying to have it more your way. And of course that doesn't work either. Friends, there's a middle ground. But it's a skill set. There's really a finesse to it. And that's why we call the course marital negotiation, not just plain old negotiation. We call it marital negotiation because there's one critical element. When you're resolving conflicts, when you're resolving problems with your spouse, the process itself must be peaceful and calm, and it must sustain that emotion of an incredible attraction. If it doesn't, then who cares what the outcome is? Whether you get a green car or a red car, who cares if you're no longer in love, right? And so the process has to sustain love, and the outcome decision. So you have a step-by-step process. The outcome decision that you have to live with for maybe a year or two or a lifetime must be a win-win outcome. Friends, it is a skill set, and this marital negotiation course will teach you exactly how to do that. No more fighting, no more pushing and pulling, but what's happening is you gain an intimacy and a mutual understanding to each other's point of views and perspectives, and it's not about trying to change their perspective. It's about mutually understanding each other's and then coming to an agreement on that. And we show you just exactly how to do it. It's worked for so many marriages. It's transformed the way people resolve their conflicts. And it just makes a huge difference. Another area of greater effort is that people, number one, you got to understand in your marriage, what's the bullseye? Like, what's the target? Like, what's the secret to a passionate marriage that lasts a lifetime? Those couples that have been married decade after decade, happily married, in love. What's their secret? What are they doing? You see, if you got romantic love right here, linked with it is motivation. And when you're in romantic love, your motivation to get along good with your spouse and spend time with them goes up with it too. When it drops down, your motivation to be nice, your motivation to spend time with them goes down right along with it. Friends, you must know everything there is to know about that most powerful emotion that got you married in the first place, the reason why you chose to be committed in the first place, the reason why you decided that you're going to forsake all others and get married to this one person. It's all because of that one emotion. And you must know exactly how that emotion works, how it's created, how it's sustained, and how it will be destroyed. Friends, you got to know everything there is to know about that emotion. And our home DVD study course will teach you everything you need to know about it. And it will teach you how to create that emotion of romantic love. It's in a step-by-step format. We've done all the work for you. There'll be no guesswork wondering, okay, I learned some nice theory, but now how do I put it into action steps? We've done that. I've taken full responsibility of that for you. And you take this, you're going to learn how that emotion works. There's no more falling in love, falling out of love, like it's just some kind of an accident. You will understand exactly how it works. This one course has saved thousands of marriages. People have had these aha moments. They're like, oh, I see, I get it now, I understand. And it's saved many, many marriages. And I know it will do just the same for you. Friends, remember, greater effort without greater knowledge just leads to greater frustration. At Marriage Partners Ministries, I want to partner with you to help you to have an awesome marriage that lasts a lifetime. Hey, write me with any questions you have. You can go to marriagepartnersministry.com, send me an email. I'll be happy to help you out. And I hope that you'll share this video with your friends. Remember, what you make happen for others, God will make happen for you. Thank you.